Hello, future developers, and then welcome to the tutorial with ABCD. So today we'll be learning to do this web page. Okay, so guess most of us or all of us have downloaded or installed the live server. Okay, so that said, remember in the previous lesson I mentioned that before live server would work, you have to work or do your projects in a folder. Okay, so I would create my folder or project in a folder. Okay, so on my desktop, I'm going to right click and then create a new folder. Okay, so new and then create a new folder. Okay, now I'll give my folder a name. So the name of my project, let's say, I'm going to call it test web. Okay. Inside that folder, I'm going to create a folder to store my image. Okay, or better still, you can just paste your image here. But I'm going to create a folder to store my image or my images. So I'm going to call this folder images. Then I'll paste it here. So now I have my test web project. So here I can just drag my project into VS Code. So VS Code is already opened. Okay. So I can drag my project into VS Code and drop it inside. Now that I have my project in VS Code. So now that I have my project in VS Code, I can just click here, this icon here, plus icon here. Do not click this, rather this. Okay. Okay, so there's a folder for my project. So I'm going to click here and then I'm going to type index.html. Okay, and then I'll create our CSS. So main.css. Okay, so press enter. So we are going to work with our index. So I can just click here and then hit shift and then the exclamation mark. Okay, and then choose this. Okay, so it has populated or filled in the necessary web um, info for us. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give my project that title a name. So any name that you want. So let's say simple or my first web page, my first web page. Okay, and then let's link our CSS file to our HTML. So you do that by typing href, or no, sorry, let's do link, and then press enter. So link relation style sheets, and then our href, our reference, okay, hyperreference is going to be our main.css. So whichever name you give to your CSS, make sure you type the exact name here, css.css. And then outside it, you can type, then you can type text /css. Okay, let's take the s out. Okay, so we have our HTML structure. So I'm just going to press enter, and then inside the body, that's where we are going to type our coding. Okay. So first, we would have to create this. So we want to actually do this. So let's go live. I'm going to click go live. Okay. So it will open my default browser. Okay. So nothing. We have nothing in the body. So let me split my screen. Okay. So I'm going to code, and then we'll see what's happening in the screen here. Okay, so we are going to start by creating our header tag. So our header tag is going to be like this. This is going to contain the background image, these text, and then the button. Okay, so let's do that by inside our body. I'm going to type the less than sign, then header. Okay, press, sorry, now close it. And then I'm going to give some space. Just press enter. Now I can type an h1 tag. So h1. Okay, and then let's type make me great. So let's go to our lesson. So h1 tag inside, I'm going to type make me great. Okay, so you can see I don't have to refresh it because of the live server, it auto refreshes. Okay, make me great. Now press enter, and then I'm going to create this text. Okay, so this text I can just type, let's use p dots. So I'm going to give it a class because in our beta, so let's just ignore it and then let's just create a paragraph. So I'll do a p tag, and I'm going to tag come. Let's see what we have here. Come and have your IDS transform. Okay. Okay, so I'll pause it and just type this just so the video becomes shorter. Okay. And now we want our button. So with our button still inside the header, okay, so the opening and then the closing tag of our header tag. What we'll do is we are going to create an anchor tag. So .href. Okay. So inside .hr, I just type the a.href, and then inside this I'll just press the pound sign. Okay. Or yeah, or the hashtag. So it means empty, so empty link. And then I'm going to have to do this. So the class, I'm going to clear this and then call it button. Okay, we've learned classes and IDs. So this is going to be our class for our button. And then here I'm going to type no more. So no more. You can type any text of your choice. Okay, so this text. So we are going to create our own button, but there's a shortcut for creating a button using, we have a button tag like just button. Okay, but let's try this. In our other lessons, we'll use this tag. Okay. So let's see what happens here. So you can see we have this here. So in our next lesson, would proceed to populating the other part of the body. So thank you, and then see you in the next lesson.